Hashem, we're going to study this week the Haftarah of Shabbat Gadol. Do you remember what is Shabbat Gadol? Est-ce que vous vous rappelez ce qu'est Shabbat Gadol?
Oui, Rabbi.
Rabbanit Cécilia et Mouna, alors vous dites quoi?
C'est le Shabbat à Pessah.
Super. Voilà, Kavod. This is the Shabbat just before Pesach. It's called Shabbat Agadol. Do you remember why it's called Shabbat Agadol? Est-ce que vous vous rappelez pourquoi ça s'appelle Shabbat Agadol?
There's a deeper reason.
Let's talk about the simple reason. Shabbat Agadol. We're going to do Haftarah of Shabbat Agadol. So I'll repeat my question. Why this Shabbat is called Shabbat Agadol? Pourquoi ce Shabbat s'appelle Shabbat Agadol? You remember? Vous vous souvenez? Abicha, tu te souviens?
Par rapport à l'Haftara qu'on lit au Shabbat du jour même.
Oui, c'est sûr que c'est en rapport avec la Haftarah. Mais en fait, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé ce Shabbat-là pour qu'on l'appelle Agadol? What happened this Shabbat that will bring our sage to call the Shabbat before Pesach Shabbat Agadol?
C'est pas par rapport aux premiers-nés égyptiens qui sont morts?
Ils sont morts ou se sont battus avec leur propre frère?
Ouais, c'est ça.
So basically what happened is like the firstborn Egyptians, and when they heard about the situation that Moshe said that all the firstborn will be killed, they said to Pharaoh, look, we saw 1 year of Makot. Everything he was saying was happening. Now it's about us. So please let them go. Pharaoh will say no. What they will do, they will make a civil war against their own brothers to protect themselves. So what is Shabbat Agadol? Why is it called Agadol? Because the nest was Gadol at the steps of the Parshim. Parce que le miracle était Gadol à ce moment-là, parce que les Égyptiens premiers-nés, en ayant peur de mourir, en ayant entendu que les premiers-nés allaient mourir dans la 10e plaie, ils se sont battus contre leur propre frère. You have to know it. Keep it. Abisha, c'est quoi tous les Shabbats spécial?
Shalom, hello.
Shalom, shalom, Ben Yoshimida.
Yeah, I didn't get you clearly the reason why it is called Shabbat Haggadah. I didn't get it clearly.
Because the Shabbat before Pesach, it was announced to the Egyptians that the firstborn will be killed. They will die. So what did the firstborn? They went to Pharaoh to say, went to Pharaoh to say, this man called Moshe announced that the firstborn will be dying. We don't want to die, just let them go. Pharaoh said no. So what's happened? A civil war started inside of Egyptians populations between the firstborns and the other Egyptians. You get it?
Yes, Harab. Yes, Harab. Toda.
This is why it's called Shabbat Agadol. So on y va. So Shabbat Agadol, the Haftarah is in the book of Malachi. Malachi chapter 3. Malachi chapitre 3. We share with you my screen. Je vais partager avec vous l'écran.
Malachim, yeah.
Malachi. Second to the Kim. I just want to find the. So, Ari, can you help me to read in English, please?
From the beginning of Malachi.
Chapter 3.
Chapter 3. Behold,
One second. Okay. Voici, je vais envoyer mon mandataire pour qu'il déblaye la route devant moi. Soudain, il entrera dans son sanctuaire, le maître dont vous souhaitez la venue, le messager de l'alliance que vous appelez de vos voeux. Le voici qui vient, dit Hachem Tsebaot.
behold, I'm sending my messenger, and he will clear a path before me. Suddenly, the Lord whom you seek will come to his sanctuary, and the messenger of the covenant for whom you yearn, behold, he comes, saying, Hashem, Master of legions.
Mais qui est de force à supporter le jour de son arrivée, à demeurer ferme quand il fera son apparition, car il est comme le feu du fondeur, comme la potasse des blanchisseurs.
Who can bear the day of his coming, and who can survive when he appears? For he'll be like the smelter's fire, and like the launderer's soap.
Il se mettra à fondre, à épurer de l'argent, et purifiera les fils de Lévi, et affinera comme l'or et l'argent, afin qu'attaché au service d'Hachem, il présente des offrandes avec piété.
He will sit smelting and purifying silver. He will purify the children of Levi and find them like gold and like silver. And they will be for Hashem, presenters of offerings in his righteousness.
Alors l'Éternel prendra plaisir aux offrandes de Yehuda et de Yerushalayim, comme il faisait aux jours antiques dans les années d'autrefois.
Then the offering of the Judah and Jerusalem will be pleasing to Hashem, as in the days of old and in previous years.
Et je m'approcherai de vous pour vous faire justice, et je ferai un témoin empressé contre les magiciens, contre les adultères, contre les parjures, contre ceux qui font tort au journalier dans son salaire, à la veuve et à l'orphelin, contre les oppresseurs de l'étranger qui ne s'inquiètent pas de moi, dit Hachem Tsebaot.
I will draw near to you for the judgment. I will be swift witness against the sorcerers, against the adulterers, against those who swear falsely, against those who extort the wage of the worker, the widow and the orphan, and against those who wrong the stranger and do not fear me, says Hashem, Master of legions.
Parce que moi, Hachem, l'Éternel, je ne change pas. Vous aussi, enfants de Yaakov, n'avez pas été anéantis.
For I, Hashem, have not changed. and you, the sons of Jacob, have not perished.
Dès le temps de vos ancêtres, vous avez dévié de mes lois et m'en avez tenu compte. Revenez à moi et je reviendrai à vous, dit Hachem Tsevaot, et vous dites, sur quoi devons-nous revenir?
Since the days of your forefathers, you have veered away from my laws, and you have not observed them. Return to me, and I will return to you, saying Hashem, Master of legions. But you say, for what should we repent?
L'homme peut-il frauder Dieu? Et cependant, vous me fraudez, puis vous dites, sur quoi avons-nous fraudé? Sur la dîme et sur les taxes de prélèvement.
Should a person steal from Hashem as you steal from me? And you say, how have we stolen from you? Beholding the tithes, the Misa and the Truma offerings.
La malédiction vous poursuit, et c'est moi que vous prétendez frustrer, vous le peuple tout entier.
You are cursed with a curse, yet you continue to steal from me, the entire nation.
Apportez toutes les dîmes dans les lieux du dépôt, pour qu'il y ait des provisions dans ma maison. Et attendez-moi à cette épreuve, dit Hachem Tsevaot. Vous verrez si je n'ouvre pas en votre faveur les cataractes du ciel, et si je ne réponds pas sur vous, bénédiction au-delà de toute mesure.
Bring all the tithes into the storage house, and let it be sustenance in my temple. Test me, if you will. With this Hashem says Hashem, Master of legions. See if you do not open up for. See if I do not open up for you the windows of the heavens and pour out upon you blessed without end.
We're going to try to understand the last pasuk, the pasuk 10. On va essayer de comprendre le dernier pasuk. Just one question. Who is Anatka? Ah, okay. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. So, Bezrat Hashem, let's see now what's happened in this pasuk. What's the pasuk? Qu'est-ce qu'il dit le pasuk? Veveti et kol amaaser el bet a otsar. Veiteref. Veveti u bechanutai. Bechanuni. Na bezoot amar Adonai Tsevaot. Imloo eftar lachem et aruvoot hashamayim ve'arikoti lachem bracha ad blidai. So let's try to understand what is this pasuk saying. Qu'est-ce qu'il dit ce pasuk à propos de Hashem va ouvrir une bracha ad blidai. Hashem says basically just respect all the rules regarding the maaser and the trumot. Respectez toutes les règles concernant le maaser et le trumot. Why? Because you made your own plan. You think that you can calculate the provisions and know what will be happening in your life if you save your money in not making or keeping the halakha of Truma Maaser. Donc il dit, vous faites des tests, vous dites, voilà, je vais faire en sorte d'économiser. En quoi il y a besoin de donner absolument, je vais garder comme ça. En gardant, je vais avoir plus pour moi-même. Donc je fais quoi? Je ne considère pas la Truma Maaser. Let's see what is behind. We're going to see it from the Kidve Ben Ishrai and try to understand what is not so obvious in our eyes, but obvious in the eyes of our masters. Voyons ce qui n'est pas si clair dans nos yeux, mais ce que ça je veux dire. So here's the text. I send you the group and also I share with you. Here's the text. Voici le texte. Donc il dit comme ça. Pasuk Yud. He said, test me, respect myself, respect Trumot. You will see if I will not open the Shamaim for you at the time. Testez-moi, mettez-moi à l'épreuve. Respectez vos maaser, respectez vos Trumot. Vous verrez si je n'ouvre pas le Shamaim jusqu'à sans fin. What is hard here, c'est ce qui est dur ici, is that Malachi is the last prophet. So meaning that is the last message of Hashem. So I know you will have problem with money. You will have your way to understand what should be money and how it should be applied. Je sais que votre problème, ça sera avec l'argent. Because Malachi is the last of the small 12 prophets. C'est le dernier des 12 prophètes. And this book has only 4 chapters, and we are in chapter 3. Why do we have a problem with that? Pourquoi on a un problème avec ça? Why Hashem need to tell us, test me, and you will see. He never said that before. He never said, keep Shabbat, test me, you will see. He said, do Kibbutz Avayim, test me, you will see. He never said that. And here he said, test me. It's like as if he knows that for us, in our logicality, we cannot go over these borders. C'est comme s'il il dit lui-même, je sais que dans votre logique, vous ne pouvez pas dépasser cette barrière psychologique. He knows. So what he said, he put a kind of condition. Il met une condition. Why? It's a Torah. C'est de la Torah. You don't do that kind of formula for any other mitzvot. Why this one you ask us to test you? Pourquoi tu fais aucune affirmation sur ça, sur aucune mitzvah de cette sorte, mais sur ça, tu dis, testez-moi. So let's see what's happened. C'est Ben Ishraï. Ben Ishraï, c'est נראה לי לפרש בסייעתא דשמיא ידוע, כל מצווה שאדם עושה לשם שמיים, לשם ייחוד ברכו ושכינתה, היא תכף עולה למעלה ועושה פרי בעולמות העליונות. So I say, there is 2 stories in our way to practice our Torah. Et il y a 2 histoires dans notre manière de pratiquer la Torah. Or you do your mitzvah l'Shem Shamayim, or you do your mitzvah l'Shem Yosef. Il y a 2 manières de faire la mitzvah. Soit tu fais la mitzvah l'Shem Shamayim, soit tu fais la mitzvah pour toi-même. You think about yourself, meaning you have your own way to understand. To understand.
But you say the Shem yourself.
Shem yourself. You have your own way to apply. So no, this is okay. For me, I think it will be like that. It's better way to do it. The sage they came, they wrote in the Gmarot how to apply what is the Maaser Nachon, and you think that you may have to do it more in that way because it satisfies yourself and basically bring kind of calmness to your fears and your questions. Donc, qu'est-ce qui se passe? Au lieu d'écouter ce que les sages disent de comment on fait la mitzvah, dans la Gemara, dans la Lachon, dans la Naro, pour savoir exactement quelle est la bonne manière de la faire, toi, tu l'as fait d'une manière parce que tu veux donner des réponses à tes propres inquiétudes ou à tes propres doutes. Donc, il sait, Ben Ishraï, c'est like this. He said, when you do mitzvah l'Shem Shamayim, what's l'Shem Shamayim? It's you do it for Za and Nukva. Tu fais ça pour Za et Nukva. What are Za and Nukva? Za it HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and Nukva Shechina. Kudsha Birechu Shechinte. HaKadosh Baruch Hu and the Shechina. He said, if you do it like that, meaning the Shem Shamayim, straight, your mitzvah, your actions create fruits in the upper world. Si tu fais ça de cette manière-là, directement, la mitzvah, elle fait des fruits dans les mondes d'en haut. Sometimes what do you see? You see somebody who wants to do things for himself, but before he said, he thinks that the fact that he said the formula before the mitzvah bring the mitzvah to be called lishma. No, you need intentions, speech, and actions. it's not enough just to repeat this formula to say, because I've said it, no matter how we'll do, it will be considered like Shem Shamayim. No, the formula, the speech is only 1/3 of all the building. Donc là, qu'est-ce qu'ils font? Ils sont dans un égoïsme total et ils pensent qu'en lisant les Shem, ça les rend quitte qu'ils ont fait l'Ishma. Non, le fait d'affirmer quelque chose, c'est qu'un tiers de l'immeuble. C'est pensée, parole, action. On continue. C'est la matériaux. Im ena leshem shamayim ולכל שכן, אם היא באה בעבירה חס ושלום, אז אין לה שום עלייה למעלה, ואינה פועלת כלום, ולא תעשה פרי למעלה, אלא פעולתה נשארת רק למטה. So see what's happened, if you do something not לשם שמיים, he said not only your mitzvah is not going up, déjà, si tu fais quoi, ta mitzvah, c'est sûr, elle ne monte pas. What is not going up is not the place to explain now, because in the morning, limut, we are more connected to the pshat. But we know that when you do a proper kavanah, a proper action, proper speech, we know that the kochot of the maaseh goes up and save many light from the klipot. And after they become one and it goes higher, it beat the partouf, we know it. Donc, on sait, si ce n'est pas le moment d'expliquer ça ici, que quand tu fais une bracha comme il faut et l'action comme il faut, il y a un corps qui se sort de cette action-là, de ces paroles-là, de ces pensées-là, qui s'élève, qui rentre dans la clipa, qui va sauver un itzot qui était coincé là-bas. Ils vont réparer tout le part-souffle là-bas et ça va encore plus haut, monter plus haut. Donc, il y a tout un travail qui se passe quand on te dit que ça fait des fruits là-haut. Meaning that there's a whole task, the whole work happening when we say that we create fruits upstairs. But he said, in that case, there is no aliyah. Your mitzvah stay nearby you. It will not go being useful or a tool to bring down bracha, shefa, nothing. It will stay at the same place. And he said, not only that, he said, you will see that the mitzvah that you have done in a selfishness way, let's say, will create no fruits. Il ne créera aucun fruit. No fruit will be created. It says, especially if you do a transgression in order to do that mitzvah. You say, okay, I want to give my tzedakah. Okay, let's make some robbery. No aliyah and no fruit. It's also to do a mitzvah with the logicality of making a transgression. C'est interdit de faire une mitzvah avec la logique de faire une transgression derrière. So where are we going? Say, there are mashal. Say, you want an example to understand better? Look, why is it like this? It seems to be simple, logical. You do proper things, it's great fruits. You do bad things, nothing happened. Okay, thank you, Ben Ishai. That's not so deep. So logical. Sa volonté n'a jamais été de transgresser volontairement. Quand il tombe, il ne prévoit pas de tomber. Ça lui arrive. Là, on parle de vraiment quelqu'un qui sait que c'est interdit de faire ça. La personne qui dit, moi, je veux aller chercher une Goya, ça dit non, c'est pas comme ça que ça doit se passer. Tu ne peux pas aller la chercher. Il va se passer une situation qui fera que tu vas pouvoir récupérer, ramener. Mais tu ne peux pas créer des situations de transgression pour aller faire des mitzvahs. C'est des situations qui viennent à toi. Après, il dit, ça said, Mashal, exemple. Asat tzedaka ou maaser shelo lishma. Ils mettent tzedaka et maaser not lishma. Il a fait tzedaka et maaser not lishma. Oh, le gezel, le alva chale shalom. Oh, il a fait le tzedaka avec du vol ou un prêt. You say, oh, he made the tzedakah de maser with money from robbery or loan. You understand what's happening now? You make a loan and you do a tzedakah, it's not your money. See, it's written black and white, it's loan. בעזרת השם גודסי. ויבלה, אז שלום. הנה, הנאה שלו נשאר רק למטעה, והמקבל הצדקה והמעשר, אך אינה עולה למעלה לעשות פרי להמשיך שפע בעולם העליון. So say, what's happened? For sure, you will be given your tzedakah to someone, even if it's from robbery. You say, what does it mean that the fruit will stay at your level? Say, yes, the guy who will take that money will have a profit from that. So this is the fruit you create. It means that at the end of the day, I gave you something and you had profit from that. You say, this is the fruit. Meaning, you will not create anything spiritual behind these actions. What you will have from your action will be the thank you or the eyes of the guy who received the money that you gave by using a not or improper way. See, this is the merit. That's why you understand now how it's happened. Why some people have many difficulties to say, no, I will not give tzedakah even if I'm in the mafia. Because he still see the eyes of his rabbi, of his guy, taking this money and say, thank you. So it's your fruit. When Ishai says, it doesn't mean that there is no fruit. There's no fruit lemala.
Here there is.
But in front of you, you will see someone say, thank you. And after that, this thank you will trap this guy. Why? Because you gave to him. Once you give to him, you can handle or influence him. Donc il dit attention, en fait, on dit que ça ne fait pas de fruit là-haut, mais il y a une sorte de fruit qui se fait en bas. Pourquoi? Parce que la personne à qui tu vas donner, en fin de compte, elle a reçu l'argent, donc ça va lui changer quelque chose. Donc ce qui va te dire merci et la reconnaissance que tu veux, c'est ça le fruit. So meaning that people who are trapped in that level of doing tzedakah maaser by robbery, mafia, and so on, they make in the intention, the choice to profit of this fruit, not that fruit.
So as an institution, you have to be very careful where you give your money, where the tzedakah comes.
Where the tzedakah comes and how it's given to you. If you feel that it's given lo lishma, back up, because try. Always. Donc, ça veut dire quoi? Il dit, la personne elle tire un profit de ce qu'il va donner. Et c'est ça, en fait, il faut un choix dès le départ de je veux avoir ce fruit-là. I want him to feel that I gave to him. And basically, this person achieve a level where he even don't care about what will be the fruits after the mala. Cette personne-là, elle n'a plus rien à faire de ce qui se passe là-haut. She just want to feel that you know that you owe me, right? I helped you. After everything I gave to you. You know that kind of sentence?
Yeah.
What does it mean? This guy decided to be fulfilled only by the fruits in front of him.
Wow. So that's why first, you know, like a lot of institutions have names and everything. You're robbing from your lama. You're robbing from your you're robbing from your fruits from above.
No, there's no fruit above.
No, no. If you get institute to put your name that is like this institute, right? You're robbing. You're taking away from your fruit above, right?
There's no fruit above.
Right.
Once you give lo lishma, there's no fruit above. All fruit is just what you have in front of you. So there's no fruit above. Putting names, there's no problem. If it was given with lo lishma intention, what's wrong? We're talking about the giver, the way you give. If you give with a lo lishma and transgression in the level of thought, speech, actions, what's happened, we know that you don't care about this fruit. You just care about this fruit. What is this fruit? Domination. Ça veut dire quoi? À partir du moment où la personne, elle fait le choix de donner avec l'argent de la transgression, avec l'argent de la transgression, ça veut dire que la personne, elle a fait le choix délibéré de ne pas attendre le fruit de l'émal. Il fait le choix de se nourrir avec un autre fruit qui est celui-là. C'est quoi ce fruit-là? La domination de l'autre. That's why be careful what you receive from people and how you receive it. Because the way they give to you tells you a lot about what is their purpose. Their purpose is to have a fruit, lemala, or to dominate. Say, you remember last year when I give you 10 shekels? You remember? Why? Because he will be fulfilled by this feeling of understanding that you depend on him. He gave you something to survive, and he will keep this always repeating you. Repeating. Il va toujours te dire ça, te le rappeler. And even when he gives to you, même quand il te donne, il te dit, you know what? I'll give to you tomorrow. Je vais te donner demain. He said, no, don't worry. Wait, that there's many people. I'll give to you tomorrow. So don't forget. Okay. When he gives to you, when he gives to you, quand il te donne, he say, okay, here's I'm giving to you. But wait, is it okay? Yeah. No problem. Good guy. You feel that the way to give is very heavy. You sens que la manière de donner, elle est très, très lourde. What happened? He said, this guy made the choice of fruits of Olamazé. Ce gars-là a fait le choix des fruits de Olamazé. וכן על זה הדרך בכל המצוות. Say, this logicality will work in every mitzvot. Ça marchera dans toutes les mitzvot. Ça veut dire quoi? Every single mitzvot that you are doing, lo lishma, you basically bring yourself to say, I don't care about the salary after. I want my price now. Meaning you can have two lives. The people here and people here.
So can we have when we do lishma, we are waiting for the terot or it's not the case.
Even the terot, we don't think about it.
Yeah.
We just give, to give. On donne juste dans le but de donner. On ne pense même pas qu'il y a un salaire après. C'est ce qu'il disait Shmalia Aftalion. Il disait, fais comme s'il n'y a pas de salaire. Bring yourself to understand that there's no salary. There's no returning back. This is my behavior, it's like this. But also, there's other kind of situation, il y a d'autres sortes de situations where people, they do lishma, and by thinking about what you will get after, you bring yourself to be in this category. Tu fais lishma, it was really lishma, but because you're so upset about what you will have after, tellement obsédé parce que tu vas voir après, tu deviens très égoïste. Et ça arrive aussi. It's happened also. So he said, וזהו שאמר, הביאו את כל המעשר אל בית האוצר. This is the secret of the pasuk. Bring all the מעשר in the treasure house. Apportez tout le מעשר dans le trésor. בית האוצר. בה"א ידיעה. הוא אוצר הידוע הרוחני למעלה. So say, look, when he say אוצר, he don't say אוצר, he say האוצר, בית האוצר. He say, you see the hey before אוצר is to talk about the world to come. Hey c'est le hey למעלה. Et le « et » qui est devant le mot « otsar », c'est pour dire, on parle de la maison de trésor qui est dans Olam Haba. So, but we talk about the fruits you build in Olam Haba, not the fruits you build here. Donc, on ne parle pas des fruits que tu construis ici. את כל המעשר ואת האוצר, והביאו אוצר ידיעה ברוחני למעלה, שתעשו המצווה לשם שמיים, שאז עולה למעלה באוצר העליון. So say, when you do your mitzvah לשם שמיים, all the intention, the speech, and the action you put in will bring your treasure to be kept in the upper treasure place, upper otsar. Quand tu fais mitzvah Shem Shamayim, ça met que toutes tes actions, toutes tes paroles, toutes tes pensées, elles vont s'élever, elles vont être gardées dans la maison des trésors qui est là-haut. Oh, now we talk. Okay. Exactly. He said, only when you do your Torah Lishma, you will see now Teref will be in my house. What is Teref lebeti? Viyi Teref lebeti. How is it translated in English? Teref lebeti.
Pray.
Huh?
Pray.
Pray?
Pray, yeah.
Spoils.
Yeah, kind of. Something that a victim of a predator.
In this pasuk?
Oh no, I just look at the word
Teref.
teref.
But in this pasuk, it means another thing.
And let it be sustains in my country.
Sustains. Provisions. In provision.
Okay.
The same word, teref, means many things. All the things they are called to bringing you to the same point. Teref comes from trefa. Teref of tarfon. Teref, it's also pray. Teref, it's also provision, sustains. It depends which teref you use. Ça dépend quel teref tu utilises. He said, what is the name of the fruits you create being the proof that you were from the beginning lishma in your intentions and will be kept in the upper bank? It's called teref.
Yeah,
Il dit, c'est quoi en fait le nom des fruits que tu crées et qui vont être gardés dans la banque en haut? Ça s'appelle teref. Teref qui veut dire beaucoup de choses, mais on comprend là que d'un coup, le teref positif, il est lié à la dimension de shefa. So I don't even understand that the positive aspect of the word teref, it's connected to the shefa. Continue. So he said, teref lebeti, like this you will have provisions, sustains in my house. Il y aura des provisions dans ma maison. Daika, sheyamshir shefa ba'olamot hakedoshim haruchanim. By doing that, you are sending shefa in the upper world. It's crazy what he says. C'est fou ce qu'il dit. We always thought that shefa is something we come from up to down. We want abundance. We want abundance. We want abundance. We never stop. We want more money, more houses, more clothes, more. We always think that shefa have to come from the top to the bottom. Nous toujours on pense que l'abondance, elle doit venir du haut vers le bas. On n'arrête jamais. On demande sans fin. On veut du shefa. Mais là, il te dit autre chose. Quelque chose de nouveau. Et c'est something else. There's another shefa, which is related to the fact that you are doing your Torah Lishma. By doing your Torah Lishma, Hashem tells you, you sent to me Shefa. What? Yes. Hashem te dit, quand tu fais ta Torah Lishma, avec aucune partie d'égoïsme, non égoïsme, aucun no selfishness, pas de personne, tout c'est à moi, it's my Torah, etc. You just do. What do? You send to Hashem Shefa. What's the name of the Shefa, which goes from the bottom to the top? Teref. C'est quoi le nom de la Shefa qui vient d'en bas, qui part d'en bas jusqu'en haut? Teref. C'est... After he said, ou bechanoti ba bezot, amar Hashem tzevaot, im lo eftach lachem et aruvot hashamayim. He said, okay, test me now. Testez-moi. What is test me? You understand what what the test me means? Maintenant, ce que le testez-moi, il veut signifier. Look what's happened. Hashem is telling us, I'm not like you. Je suis pas comme vous. Because when I'm sending to you Shefa, I know you will mess with it. You will not handle it. That's why I'm obliged to bring it drop by drop in order to keep you safe, not to give you too much in one shot. Are you gonna get crazy? Because I know I cannot test you about this. The more Shefa I give to you, the more craziness and the more light you become in your behaviors. Hachem dit, je suis pas comme vous. Moi, quand je vous envoie la Shefa, c'est jamais pour vous tester. Parce que je sais que ça peut vous rendre fou. Cette abondance d'un coup, ça vous fait devenir léger lorsque vous recevez. C'est but I'm not like you, je suis pas comme vous. Send to me Shefa. Send to me Shefa, you will see, I will open for you the sky. Why? To give you straight what you have, not straight. To give you a taste, some sparks of what you have here. So what is the way basically to enjoy, to appreciate, to see the fruits of what you are doing for Hashem without losing a single thing in your bank account upstairs, is to do things lishma. Because by doing things lishma, I send that Shefa, what Hashem sent me, test me. You will see that if you give it to me, it will not make me crazy. I will not say, oh, the Shefa, keep the Shefa. Okay, I use this picadon he had here. I give. No, so don't worry. I will give, there is no miss. Donc il dit, testez-moi, parce que moi, je ne suis pas comme vous. En m'envoyant votre Shefa, je vais réussir à vous donner ce que vous avez besoin, même plus qu'il en faut, sans toucher à votre dépôt. Il y a largement assez. Je ne suis pas comme un homme pour devenir paniqué. Ah, il y a trop de... Il m'envoie de la Shefa, je lui donne. Non, envoyez. Test me. Because we think that we know how to handle Shefa. Parce qu'on pense qu'on sait comment gérer la Shefa. We don't know. No one in this room, no one on the Telegram, no one on Facebook knows how to handle abundance. No one. Personne ne sait comment gérer l'abondance. If I give to you what is over the limit in your mind, you will turn off. Some people it's 10 shekels. Some people it's 1 million. Some people it's 2 million. Some people it's 20 million. No matter. Everybody has a number in the head. And that number for him means that he become God. Chacun il a un nom dans sa tête. Et ce nombre-là, c'est avec qu'il vient Dieu. This is the way they teach you in university. When you study business school, they tell you how to negotiate contract. The purpose for you is to know what is that limit, that numbers in the mind, in the head of the man in front of you. And you just bring here, just there. And you will see, he will say yes. C'est la stratégie que l'on sur les gens pour savoir que chacun, il a une limite. Personne dans cette pièce, personne sur Internet, personne dans Facebook, personne dans Instagram ne sait comment gérer la Shefa. Chacun a une limite. Il y a une limite où, quand c'est atteint, tu penses que tu es Dieu. Tu penses que ça y est. J'ai plus besoin de rien. Je peux nourrir 10 générations. Tu penses que tu es Dieu. You think you're God because you start to say, with my money, I can sustain for 10 generations. Who told you? You even barely know what's happened tomorrow in the world, and you think that you can feed 10 generations? And the media will help you. This man is so fortunate that his money can feed 10 years. Who told you? It can be finished in one day. You have no guarantee. This is the proof that you see men think that he become God when he receives Shefa. C'est là où on voit que l'homme, il pense qu'il devient Dieu quand il reçoit Shefa. Il fait, now I can handle future. Now I can block illness. Now I can block depression. I manage everything. I can block stock exchange crash. I can block everything because my money is here. I can do. You think that? You think you're God. You pense que t'es Dieu. That's why you cannot receive Shefa. That's why I said, send it to me. I have no problem because I'm unlimited. Je me dis, envoie-moi, mais je n'ai pas le droit, je suis limité. L'homme, dès qu'il reçoit beaucoup, ça y est, tu ne peux plus rien faire. Il commence à croire qu'il maîtrise le temps, qu'il maîtrise le futur, qu'il maîtrise les circonstances de la vie et qu'il peut nourrir 10 générations. Mais quelle 10 générations? Demain, tu ne sais même pas si tu vas être vivant. Alors, d'un coup, toi, tu as la force de maîtriser les crashs boursiers, de maîtriser les catastrophes naturelles. Tu n'as rien du tout, mais tu penses que tu es Dieu. Pourquoi? Shefa. So he said, we're almost finished. He dit, test me, and you will say I'm not like you. Testez-moi, je ne suis pas comme vous. After he said, what does it mean? Test me also. Ça veut dire quoi, testez-moi aussi? Remez la bina. He said, this, test me, you will see that I will open the gates of Shamayim. Testez-moi, vous verrez que je vais ouvrir les portes des cieux. It's remez, c'est une allusion, it's an allusion to the bina. Why? Exactly what I said, intelligence. Because too much shefa, what happened? The intelligence switch. You think that you are hands off now. I have billions.
Have you seen anyone withstand the test?
One more time.
Have you seen anyone withstand the test?
Have I seen anyone standing in front of the test?
No, succeed with the test.
Yeah. It's all about the midot. C'est tout à propos de midot. Don't talk a lot. They don't ask many questions. They give, you don't know when they give. They give without making you feel that you owe them something. They're in their word. You don't care. You came with your money. He said, please leave because you're not ready to receive my Torah. You came with more money. He said, please leave more. You came with more money. He said, please stop bothering me. Yes. I'm lucky that I grew up with many people like that. It's simple. Après, il dit, Aruvot. What is the Aruvot? C'est quoi Aruvot? How is it translated in English? Eviu et kol המעשר אל ביתי. האוצר יהיו טרף לביתי ובחנוני נע בזאת אמר אדוני צבאות אם לא אפתר לכם את ערובות השמיים. Windows. In English we say aruvot, it's windows. In French we say gates. En français ils disent les portes. En hébreu ils disent, en anglais ils disent les fenêtres, windows. The windows of Shamaim, of the sky, to receive your abundance in return. Pour recevoir ton abondance en retour. C'est donc c'est aruvot. C'est or bet. C'est donc c'est aruvot. transform it to or bet. What does it mean? What does it mean? It's been like this. Just before talking about Bina, what is the or bet? It's a light connected between Bina, Tiferet, and Malchut. We saw it in these last days. Bina giving straight on Shabbat. Bina, Tiferet, Malchut. Ayin. Exactly. People telling me Shabbat, les gens qui ont tenu Shabbat, you understand what is the or bat. The or bat is that light of Ayin and Yaakov. It's the noon who goes down. Get it? So it's got Bina, Tiferet, Malchut. So the noon qui va en bas, c'est Bina, Tiferet, Malchut. That's why you see you have two stars. You have two stars. And in the second, exactly, you have notes. Bat. It s'appelle Bat. What is Bat? This is that light of Ayin Yaakov. It's not the moment to explain that. I'll go deeper. Je vais plus loin. Après, dit, Ve erikoti lachem bracha vidai. And I will give to you bracha with unlimitless. Une bracha illimitée. Unlimited bracha. But why and how? First of all, start to send to him shefa. On va commencer à envoyer à lui la shefa. How? Torah lishma. Il dit que l'omar b'makom amare asher amarti lachem b'mara'atem nira'im yiyeh b'za bracha. So from that place, the bracha will come down. De cette place-là, cet endroit-là, cette bracha va descendre. Ve'ainu ki im tasir mispar dai min mispar mare. Say, look, he said, if you take the die, bracha bli die, unlimited bracha, bracha sans limite, just take the die, which is 14, qui est 14, and you remove it from the place where the shefa will come down. This place is called the place of showing, mare. Cet endroit s'appelle l'endroit où on montre, mare. So you remove die from mare. Tu enlèves die de mare. Ishar mispar aberacha. What will be the new gematria? Aberacha, de bracha, la bracha. Donc j'enlève die du mot mare. Il me reste quoi? Aberacha. Betosefet he. With one more he. Not only bracha. Ha bracha. That is the ha bracha from Bina. From that place called Mare, called Otsar. C'est-à-dire quoi là? Pas bracha. La bracha. Ha bracha, ça vient d'en haut. C'est un endroit qui s'appelle Mare, qui s'appelle la chambre des trésors. Kasher iftiach nu, Hashem itbarar betorah. Yatsu he itra et abracha betosefet. Ki bracha betosefet e ole ralav. So now, if you take bracha with he, ha bracha gematria 232. Ha bracha c'est 232. What is Ralav? It's known from all the previous studies taught. C'est quoi Ralav? Les gens qui étudient, it's the gematria of Ab-Sag-Ma-Ben. C'est la gematria de Ab-Sag-Ma-Ben, the 4 miluim of Shem Havaya. Havaya de Yin, Havaya de Sag, Havaya de Alfin, Havaya de Yodim. Donc quand on prend les Ab-Sag-Ma-Ben, qu'on additionne tout, ça fait 232, which is the gematria of Abracha. Ve'im tomar, ve'im tasir mispar mare sheu ramu mispar dai isha relav kiminyan abracha ve'laze amar ריקותי לכם ברכה עד בלי די, די כך רוצה לומר, על ידי שאסיר מספר די ודווקא ואיתם. מספר די הוא. So basically, this is the way you found the habracha. You have to remove die from the word Mari. Why? Because die means stop. So you have to remove it. If I remove the die, it's without stop, being stopped. Le die, ça veut dire arrêter. Si j'enlève le die de quelque chose, c'est-à-dire que j'enlève la dimension de stop, la dimension de limite à ce que je fais. C'est ça qu'on enlève. Donc quand j'ai maré, qui est l'endroit du trésor, if I have maré, which is the place of the treasure, and I remove the aspect of limitation. J'enlève l'aspect du limite, which is die. J'enlève le die. What do I have? Ha-bracha. J'ai la bracha. Adbli die. Après, il dit, why is it connected to die? Why limitation is connected to die? Pourquoi la limitation, c'est lié au mot die? Ou qui Efreshet Amaaser ou Beyad.
Wow.
Why? Because when you give your maaser, your tuma, you do it with your hand. Die, yad. It's beyad. ולכן אמר, אם תפרישו המעשר ביד לשם שמיים כראוי, אז הסיר מספר יד מן המראה, ואז יהיה מן הקללה ברכה. So say, if you remove from, you give your maaser with the yad, tu donnes ton maaser, et ta tzedaka avec la main, leshem shamayim, meaning leshem shamayim, meaning without any aspect of being egoist. What Hashem will do, midah and again midah, the yad was sweet, I remove the die from the place called mare. What will stand? Abracha. Meaning that limitation is something which has been added. C'est-à-dire quoi? La limitation, c'est quelque chose qui a été ajouté. You have to remove it. Tu dois l'enlever. How? By being lishma in everything you are doing. En étant lishma dans chaque chose que tu fais. And what is this Shabbat about? It's about Shabbat before Pesach. C'est quoi ce Shabbat? Shabbat Agadol. Le Shabbat avant Pesach. Meaning, you are not allowed, according to our sage, to enter in Pesach with the aspect of limitation. Tu n'as pas le droit de rentrer dans Pesach avec cet aspect de limitation. Saying, no, I have a budget for Pesach. I have a budget for the holidays in 2 months. So now I will have this. And the master, they say there. We are also poor, no? Okay, they say that. And you do all these things, which are basically the expression of your die. So all the purpose for us by entering Nisan and by then getting close to Pesach is to remove the die. How do I remove it? To see how to apply every single mitzvah, not only Maaser, not only Zdaka, but every single mitzvah, Leshem Shamayim. Comment on enlève la dimension du die, qui est la limite de ce qu'on fait? C'est très simple. Il faut juste que toutes les mitzvot que vous avez à faire, la tzedaka, le maaser et toutes les autres mitzvot, soient faits sans le die, sans l'aspect du limite, en étant faits avec les Shem Shamayim. Baruch Adonai Olam. Amen ve Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Be amen.
Amen, amen.
Toda Rabba.
Thank you.
Merci beaucoup, Rabbi.
Avec plaisir. Toda Rabba, Rabbi Mouna, Cecilia. Toda Rabba, Rabbi Léoshimidia. Toda Rabba, Rabbanit Anatka. Toda Rabba, Rabbi Eleazar. Toda Rabba, Rabbi Elisheva.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Toda Rabba, Rabbanit Rachel. Bye bye, Yom Tov Sheye.
Merci beaucoup.
Bye bye.